Panthers lose 3-2 to the Anaheim Ducks at home in a shootout where maybe a little tiny bit of controversy, but it doesn't matter because I feel like our offense did not do enough to bail out Tarasov, who I thought, I feel bad for Tarasov for a couple of reasons. One, he was super good. He was really, really good tonight, but he had no offensive support whatsoever. But the third period, besides the points, then you get to overtime. You have the power play. You had high quality chances. In fact, all game long you have quality chances. You deserve to win this game. So why didn't we? Well, there are a couple of reasons. But yeah, Panthers lose 3-2 in shootout to the Anaheim Ducks. It's Danville Daniil Tarasov versus Lucas Dostal. First period was a no scoring at all. There was no scoring whatsoever in the first period. There were some high quality chances for both teams, like Olin Zellweger for a slap shot that was stopped by Tarasov. And again, I thought Tarasov had a really good game. Rodriguez tries to wrap around to Reinhardt with the snatch shot off the rebound to Dostal, and just Jesper Bokus with a tripping penalty gets Alex Gillorn. So Anaheim goes on the power play. During that power play, there was a shorthanded chance for Lundell, which was stopped by Dostal. Gauthier with the snapshot, which was stopped by Tarasov. Zellweger with the snapshot that was stopped by Tarasov. And then the power play would be killed off. And a couple more chances for the Panthers. Jesper Bokus with the backhand. There's Noah Gregor. We don't really talk about Gregor that much, but there's Noah Gregor with the snapshot that was stopped by Dostal. Uvis Balinskis with the snapshot that was stopped by Dostal. And Rodriguez, they're shooting the puck, the Florida Panthers, so they're not going in. Meaning Dostal's goaltending skills were fantastic. Then Rodriguez gets called for a hooking penalty against Mason McTavish, so Anaheim goes back on the power play. And during this power play, Gauthier with the smash shot that was stopped by Tarasov, and another shot by Gauthier that was a snap shot, but that was also stopped by Tarasov. This penalty would be killed off. Frank Vetrano, a former Panther, hit the post, which thankfully it didn't go in at that time. Then we go to the second period, scoreless. Second period, very frustrating penalty. Very frustrating period. Olin Zellweger with the delay of game penalty on Anaheim, so Florida goes on the power play. Seth Jones with the snatch shot that was stopped by Dostal. Reinhardt's off the rebound with the backhand that was stopped by Dostal. Carver Hagee with the snatch shot that hit the crossbar, and this power play is killed off. However, right back on the power play we go, because Beckett Sanek, if I said it correctly, with the hooking penalty against Boquist. So Florida goes on the power play, and I apologize if I got the name wrong. These hockey names are so tough. Even 10 years, I'm still getting these names wrong. Losary with the snatch shot that was stopped by Dostal. Reinhardt with the snatch shot that was stopped by Dostal. And off the rebound again to Reinhardt that was also stopped by Dostal. And Panthers with the high-quality chances. It's just not going in. Aaron Ekblad had the snatch shots. It hit the crossbar. Just unlucky right there. It's just horrible. It's just horrible that the penalty, the amount of times we're getting these power plays, we're not getting into the back of the net. This is becoming an increasingly frustrating night with the special teams for the Florida Panthers. Ian Moore with the slashing penalty against Carter Verhaeghe. Right back on the power play, the Florida Panthers. And Anaheim scores on a shorthanded opportunity. He's assisted by Drew Hallison with the, if I said it correctly, with his third assist, and Troy Terry with his seventh assist of the season. And off the snapshot that goes in the back of net is Leo Carlson with his fourth goal of the season. Vince's Quenneville's coaching. Yeah, we know a thing or two about him. But very frustrating goal to give up for the Florida Panthers. Absolutely frustrating. Oh my God, so frustrating. So, and by the way, that is their first shot on target, Anaheim. First shot on target of the period, and they score. This is typical of the Florida Panthers. You dominate, you get dominated. That's bullshit. And now during this power play, it just gets worse. Petrie with the snap shot that was stopped by Dostal, and then more shorthanded chances with Ryan Pauly with his snap shot that was stopped by Tarasov. Killorn with the backhand, which was stopped by Tarasov, and then Verhaeghe ends up. Jesus Christ, my goodness, these cats. Then Verhaeghe with the holding penalty against Poling, so it becomes a 4-on-4, and then immediately after that, with a bullshit penalty call on Mikula. And yes, I hate this call with the passion. Mikula did not interfere with Jacob Trouba. No, he did not. I hate to say it. It's not a penalty. It's just not a penalty. So it becomes a 4-on-3, then eventually becoming 5-on-3. Gauthier with the snatch that was stopped by Tarasov. Leo Carlson with the wrist shot that was stopped by Tarasov as well. These are remarkable saves. Gauthier scores 5-on-3 goal, very frustrating. And with the Anaheim Ducks scoring special teams, that is increasingly frustrating for the Florida Panthers. Absolutely, man, I'm hating it. Leo Carlson gets his 7th assist, and he has 2-point night so far. And Jackson Lecombe with the 3rd assist of the season. Cutter Gauthier, who was only a matter of time, but he gets a 6th goal of the season, and all of a sudden it's 2-0 Anaheim. Very fantastic. Lecombe with the wrist shot that was stopped by Tarasov. Petrie is blocking shots. And the other second penalty would be killed off. And then Rodriguez tried to tip it in. That was very close. And then a fight broke loose between Ross Johnston and AJ Greer. That was a vicious one, too. It was awesome. So both of them go to the box for fighting. And we go to the third period, being down 2-0. Third period. Lundell hits the crossbar after Noah Gregor's snapshot. More shots are coming in. Ian Moore with the snapshot that was stopped by Tarasov. Gauthier tries to backhand it. I'm kind of flipping back and forth. That's not non-particular order. But the shots are not going through. Either getting blocked, taken away, or given away by the Panthers. However, 11-12 into the third period, we would finally get a score. He's assisted by Loserin. That's his 2nd assist of the season. And Mackie Sansakevich, 5th assist of the season. And off the wrist shot, Lundell gets it in to put the Panthers on the board. At least we're not going to lose in a shutout. At least I'm happy with that. That's his 3rd goal of the season. It's 2-1 Anaheim, which is pretty good. So after that, 13-24, we get another bullshit penalty. I hate this call with the passion. That is, every time the Panthers do this, they don't get called. However, Sam Bennett getting tripped, that's legal. That is perfectly legal. Get the fuck out of here. Bennett with the cross check against Drew Helston, that is bullshit. Absolute bullshit. Sure, there was this, but they do it all the time, and he had the puck too. So Anaheim goes on the power play, and Panthers kill off that power play. They didn't even get a shot on target, Anaheim, this time. Those shots are being blocked by Reinhart and Mikula. Then, at this point, Panthers have to pull off Tarasov because we need the extra skater on, and it worked! Reinhart tips it in! He's assisted by Verhaeghe, that's his 3rd assist of the season, and Seth Jones' 6th assist of the season. Reinhart tips it home to make his 5th goal of the season, his 3rd goal in many games, 3rd straight game actually, and the Panthers tied it up with 3 minutes left. Awesome goal, actually 4 minutes left, but you get what I'm trying to say. Actually, it is 3 minutes, so I kind of miscounted it the first time. But Panthers tied it up. Cardiac Cats, right? And that goes to overtime. We at least get a point out of this. So I'm happy that we get the point. But I want 2 points. Because the Panthers are dominating offensively, but they're not getting the puck into the back of the nets. So we go to overtime. Anaheim wins the face-off. Gauthier gets blocked by Jones. Mason McTavish with the snap shot, which was stopped by Tarasov. It was a great save by Tarasov. Then Florida with the puck. Gustav Forsman with the snap shot, which was stopped by Dostal. Rodriguez gets robbed by the crossbar. And then the penalty on Anaheim. This is our big chance. Mason McTavish with the hooking penalty against Mackie Sansakevich. So Florida goes on a very important power play. This is a 4-on-3 now. Very important power play. Reinhart with the snapshot. That was robbed by Dostal. Reinhart again tries to snap it home, but it goes right to Dostal. And Seth Jones tries to get it into the back of net with a snapshot. That was stopped by Dostal. And I think the biggest robbery of all this was the playmaking of the puck movement. And Lundell somehow, some way did not get that puck to the back of net. That was between the legs towards Dostal. Oh my God, that should have went into the back of the net. In fact, all these shots should have went to the back of the net. This was oh my gosh, man. These power plays are killing me. Especially in overtime where it mattered most. And somehow did not go to the back of the net. It just didn't. And then they call an icing on the Panthers. What? They went to the puck. What the fuck these cats are doing? So we go to... Yeah, Victory Kitty is very pissed off right now. So we go to the shootouts, and you can pretty much guess the results. So Leo Carlson with the backhand, which was stopped by Tarasov. Okay, cool. Reinhardt with the snapshots. That didn't go anywhere. Troy Terry with the goal that somehow gets past Tarasov. I thought he lost the puck, and then and that puck ends up going in their favor. Lundell, pretty good. Goes right to the back and net. Oh my goodness, Victory Kitty, he's pissed. Mason McTavish, I think this is very close. I think this is very close because I would have thought he had a complete stop of the movement. I really thought he had a complete stop of the movement. And they're saying that he didn't have complete stop. I thought it did, but it was way too close for it to be anything. So Anaheim with the 2-1 lead in the shootouts. Rodriguez with the backhand. That just didn't work. So Anaheim wins this one 3-2 over the Florida Panthers. Very frustrating loss. Oh, man, very frustrating loss for the Florida Panthers. Panthers should have had this a long time ago, but it didn't. That was a awful special teams night for the Florida Panthers. Awful night for the special teams. You have 4 power plays, including in overtime, and you got none of them. None of them. Anaheim with 5. They got 1 on a 5-on-3. That makes it increasingly frustrating. And on top of that, they have a shorthanded goal. So a great night for special teams in Anaheim, but an awful night for special teams for Florida. Special teams was horrible. It was. And then we lost in the shootouts. That's what it is. It is what it is. I'm looking at my cat. My cat is trying to do... I don't know what he's doing. He's trying to be Simba. Like, look at this. He's trying to be Simba right now. All right, man. I'm going to stop right here. I'm going to do the Miami Heat video because at least that's the game I'm excited to do. But either way, guys, that's going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed this video and not the game, hit the like button and subscribe for more content. If you're an Anaheim Ducks fan, click like. It's free. It's free. What? What, bud? What? You're sniffing my PS3? He was just meowing. He was just meowing. Anaheim Ducks made him sad. Alright, I'm going to wrap it up. I'll see you guys in the next video. Good night.